garbage out of here.
He shoots, he scores!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of your Vancouver Grizzlies in this Nbhl NHL20 game mode. Just want to start off with apologizing. As you can see from the intro, it has been 140 days since my last video. No excuses, just a little reasoning here. I mean, summer is beautiful here up in southwestern Ontario in Canada, so you're gonna want to be outside a little bit. My wife's a teacher, so she was home and I was spending some more time with her, and COVID kind of hit my family pretty hard. I had a few members of my family who tested positive. Thankfully, they made it through. And during those trying times, I also had another really very close family member who still is going through a battle with cancer. So, just put my focus elsewhere. If you do follow my channel, you are able to see that I've been pretty active in the NFL world right now, and I'm doing a lot with my picks and what have you. But let's not forget about the reason I started this channel. My passion is NHL20. I actually had to go back and watch where we left off because I couldn't remember, and I'll be honest, I still don't know why I'm here. In terms of this day, I did the last episode, and sorry for the stuttering, but the last episode ended in July. We are now September 13th. I don't know what happened. So let's just take a quick look at the team. We'll take a quick look at what we have in terms of prospects, and we'll have some fun with it. So if you look at, well, I guess we'll start here, draft picks. I know we did make some trades last episode. I guess we got the first from Chicago. If you look up here in terms of goaltending, we did take Charles Barkley in the last draft, which is awesome. We still have Jacob Markstrom and Tristan Jarry as our 1-2 tandem in the NHL right now, with UC Soros in the AHL and Nedeljkovic. I can never pronounce that name. I apologize, guys. If you look at defensemen, we are sitting here with Adam Larsson, who I think is one of those ones we might have to be looking at moving. I guess he has 3 years left. We have Hajek, McCabe, Chara. So, I mean, we have a lot of guys on one-year deals here. I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect from this team. Actually, let's go all forwards here. I don't know what to expect. I mean, we still have the, what were we calling him? The Sheriff, the Sheriff, Abdur Rahim. We got Wilt Chamberlain. We picked up Sabrina Ionescu in the last draft. So we definitely have some good pieces here. We've moved pretty slowly in this episode, or in this series. Obviously 140 days between episodes, but in general, we've moved pretty slowly in this series. I think I am going to speed it up. I want to get some finality to it. Today is October the 6th, and I know that NHL21, at least my free trial, comes out in 3 days. So I don't want to be doing NHL21 video or NHL20 videos during NHL21, but a lot went on between May 20th and today. Also, I'm on a brand new, whole new gaming setup. I've built a brand new gaming PC. I have now a three monitor setup, so I have 3 4K monitors. I have my Xbox One, but I will be transitioning to the new Xbox Series X when it comes out here in a couple months, or I guess in about 6 weeks now as well. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. I haven't done anything with scouts. I haven't done anything with much, but I just want to get through some simming here. And, as much as I want to jump cut it, that's not really my editing style. I may have to do that coming in NHL21 when I start doing more videos. But right now, let's just get going here. So let's get through the preseason, see how we're looking after after the preseason here. Already got a trade offer, so we get a second for Wilson. I don't really want to get rid of, and a third and a fourth. So we're moving up, but we're giving up a lot of draft picks. Let's hold on to it. Although with that being said, I know this is a pretty deep draft class. Let's take a look here and see if I can maybe get rid of one of my picks here. Do we need or want? I think it's Scott Wilson. Yeah, Scott Wilson here. Depth forward, older guy. I mean, I don't even know where he's going to play on our team, but he's not hurting us by any means. He's on a 2-way contract. I don't think we need to get rid of him for a second-round pick. If we can get a first-round pick, though, I mean, these guys are champions, so it's going to be a late first round, but, I mean, a first round's still nice. let's just take a look at draft picks here. I mean, if I'm going to get rid of Scott Wilson for a first, I will definitely do something like that. And then let's throw in our second instead of a fourth here. You know what? We're not going to be great, so our second's probably going to fall down anyway. So let's go 2/3 and a fourth. Let's just offer that trade. Trade rejected. That's fine. Let's just move on here. So we'll get through some of this simming. A second and a sixth for essentially a third and a fourth, and again giving up Wilson. Don't need to do that. If we're going to give anything up, let's definitely move on and get something much better. But I like our team. I think we've built a pretty good team here. I know this is only year 2, but I mean we did have a playoff run there at the end of year 1. Obviously not ending where we wanted it to, but even in the preseason here, I mean, as you can see, we're looking pretty good, 5-2. I will say that as much as our defense isn't very good, our offense is comparable to, I would say, the best around, but our goaltending is what's going to set us apart. Let's actually just back out here, take a quick look at where we are sitting in terms of comparisons with the Philadelphia Flyers. Not kidding. I'm thinking it's old school here. This is the Nbhl. These are the Philadelphia 76ers. So offense, again, 92 is pretty good. Defense, 86. Offense, 88. So, I mean, with the 76ers here, we should be pretty on point in terms of being the same. As you can see, it looks like Wilt Chamberlain is taking over as our best player. But let's advance today. Let's see quickly how we do here against the 76ers. And, a 6-4 loss. Sorelli with 2 points, but that just is not going to be good enough. We'll sim a couple months here. We'll keep track of what's going on. We'll talk a little bit about everything. I did have the NHL draft going on in the background, but I found it way too distracting and had to restart a couple times. But that happens, and I mean, most of you know I am a pretty diehard Leafs fan, and I mean, I don't know what to say. The Leafs picked I'm not a huge fan of the pick, but such is life. Now, we had a rough start losing to the Spurs and the 76ers, but we won a couple in a row here. Now it looks like we did lose some more. Ben Sherratt, we don't need. Decline. Again, everyone wants Scott Wilson. I didn't think he was on our Dennis Gilbert. I'll just go best head coach replaces player. Yeah, I didn't think he was on our trade block, but maybe he is. Just we'll go best lines. I'm not too concerned here about how things are looking right now. Let's just want to speed through this as much as possible and to and go. Capobianco is back. So best lines. 5-5-1 through our first 11. Not fantastic. We get a third here, but we got to give up Jordan Wheel for their third. No thank you. All right, the Pacers we win. We win against the Sacramento. In terms of Shaq, the Queens, but Sacramento Kings. Giving up a 6 to get a 4th for Wilson. I mean, we've had better trade offers already, so we'll say no to the Raptors. 7-5-1. Can we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers? We can in overtime. Then we're playing the Clippers, and we beat them too. Fantastic. We'll go best lines here. 9-5-1. We're on a nice little... that's just the AHL anyways. We're on a nice little tear here. Played against a very good Chicago Bulls team, and they do beat us. Oh my goodness, Capobianco, what are you doing, boy? Just keep getting injured after injury. Holy, Sheldon Rampell. Okay, 9-5-2, 9-6-2, 9-7-2, or 9-6-3. Oh my goodness, we lost again to the Golden State Warriors. Okay. No, I do not want Gudis. No. All right, we lost to the Pistons. I'm trying to remember all these logos, and thankfully, I mean, I'm doing a pretty good job, but best lines. We'll keep doing best lines. Figure it out. See if we beat a Celtics team here. We can. Can we beat the Orlando Magic? We can. Can we beat the Timberwolves? We can. There we go. Putting together a string of 3 in a row. The Lakers, who should be doing better than they are, but they're not. The Lakers, we do lose to. Okay, just as I said they should be doing better, they do better, but it's at our expense. So I want to give Jordan Wheel for a 7th? I do not. All right, we're sitting nice in a 3rd position right now. Andreas Janssen will just best lines that up. We lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Best lines. All right. Denver, how we doing? Pretty sure that's Denver. I don't know. I'm starting to get confused on Denver and Cleveland again. Best lines. Okay, we play the Phoenix Suns, New York Knicks. Oh, we beat the dumpster fire Knicks. Can we beat the Wizards? We can. Can we beat the Houston Rockets, who looks like Team Rocket from Pokemon? Best lines. We're going to take a look here whenever this does and stop simming. OKC Thunder. We'll go best lines again. We do beat the Thunder. Do we beat the 76ers? We get revenge? No, they take a whooping on us. The Spurs beat us, but we do beat the Mavericks. Ooh. All right, 17, 12, and 5 through our first, 29, 34 games. Nothing wrong with that. We are sitting in a wild card position, but we're only 5 points up or behind the first place team. Let's see how our team is performing. Anthony Duclair, just under a point per game. Probably not where we want him to be. But actually, let's go through our edit lines here and see exactly what's going on. Eberle, 26 points, not great, -5. Sammy Blais, 28 points, -17. Oh my goodness. The Sheriff has 31 points. I'm okay with that. 25 for Hoffman. Is that a minus or a +5? Okay, so Hoffman's +5. Cirelli is 31 points. And Duclair is 32. So that's actually not a bad line there. That's a pretty good line. Donskoy with 9 points. Wilt Chamberlain on a third line. I'm going to take a look at the lines here. 29 points in 34 games. Gurianov with 18 points. Timashov 23. Adam Lowry with 12. Exactly where we want to be. And Jesse Puarvi with the 14. So let's just take a look here and figure out what we can do. And you know what? Let's just take a look. So two-way forward, playmaker, power forward. We do need a sniper on this line. Was that really a sniper? He was. So is Duclair, though. So let's put Hoffman up. So that's two-way forward, sniper. We need a playmaker. Do we have a playmaker? No, we don't have a playmaker. Unless we don't put Timashov up there, which we do not. So we're going to leave it. We're going to go with that on the second line. Right? Yeah. And then we'll put Eberle. Left wing, right wing, right wing. All right. Who's ready for a promotion? Center, left wing. Maybe that's why I had this the way I had it. So we'll put you down. So we got sniper, two-way forward, sniper. Same concept. But Cirelli's going down to the third line. Defensively, Zdeno Chara's on our top line, +5, can't complain. Adam Larson's +10, can't complain. Playing a lot of minutes. Jake McCabe +. Julius Honka -2. Xavier Ouellette -10. Libor Hajuk -9 or -9 or whatever you want to call it. Let's go like this just to even out our defensive pairing a little bit. And let's check out our goaltending. Jaka Markstrom still sitting at an 88, but an 889 save percentage isn't great, nor is Tristan Jarry with an 892. I mean, scoring's going to be up, but hopefully we can pick it up here a little bit. So let's see if that just small shake up in lines makes a difference. Let's sim right up to the trade, the week before the trade deadline here. So don't want Gudis, don't want to give up much. If we do get an offer or an ability to look at draft class, I might do it real quick just to. I don't remember anything. I mean, I made this stuff almost, 140 days ago. So that's 4 or 5 months. Or the last video, I probably made this stuff a couple months before that. So I need to refresh on where everything is. I could have went through it, but you know what? This is almost like a little surprise. It's like the way that the NHL should be, where you don't really know what the players are going to be like. I don't know the players. I don't remember who's there, but we are going on a bit of a heater here. A 4th and a 5th for our 6th and Wilson. No, if we're going to move up, I want to get 1st and 2nd round picks. So we're looking pretty good. We just moved into first place after beating up on the Toronto Raptors. 7-6. I thought it was 7-0. My eyes are not great. Can we beat the Pacers? We lose to the Pacers and the Kings. We're back-to-back. Playing Cleveland here. Do I want a third from the Knicks? No, I do not. We We lose to Cleveland, but we do get a win against the Clippers. And how we're going to do against the Chicago Bulls here. Actually, we're going to look at the draft class. We are going to look at the draft class. So, I don't know why we're not drafting him, but Zion Williamson is the projected first overall at 2 Rat. He's an actual player here, as is... No, I think this guy's actually created. Kuvasari. So, let's see who we have. This might be a created player. I can't remember. Then we have Klay Thompson looking up there, looking pretty good. Who else do we have sitting here that is created? Gary Payton's created. Kyrie Irving's created. Larry Bird's obviously created. Nikola Jokic is created. Kean Nurse is created. So, I mean, we definitely have some. Aaron Gordon's created. So there's definitely some good creative players here. Let's just actually look at the rest of the world and see exactly who we've all created. Larry Bird's there. I don't know if I said that or not already. Trae Young, Damian Lillard. So there is some players there. Maybe the last draft was the good one, or maybe one's coming up. But I mean, there's going to be the first couple rounds here. Nice thing is there's a defenseman in Trae Young in the second round, so that's definitely somebody that we're going to be able to have a look at. I mean, if we're able to get Gary Payton, I don't think we're going to pick in the top 13 because I believe we have Chicago's pick, and I don't want to give up Scott Wilson, and I don't know how they're doing here. We've skimmed right over them pretty quickly, so I'm not too sure, but we'll take a look at the Johnny Poychek. I don't want to give away any draft picks here. We'll take a look at the standings. We'll take a look at where we are for draft picks once it comes up here. Again, I don't want to give up Scotty Wilson, but that's okay. Can we beat the Golden State Warriors? They're looking pretty good, and they do beat us. Yes, we're fast. Thomas Hickey for 2 seconds and a prospect. 2/3 for a third and a fourth and Wilson. Not good enough. Can we beat the Pistons? We cannot. A third and a fifth for a whole bunch of items, and I don't want to do that. Boston Celtics, we do get destroyed by. Can we beat Orlando? The Magic men do beat us. Oh my goodness. We are as streaky as they come. We'll win a couple, we'll lose a couple, but my goodness. My goodness. All right. Now, you know what? Going forward, I'm probably going to have to do a couple of episodes in the next day here. But I might do what Tactics does. Andreas Borgman. Excuse me. I might do what Tactic does and do a whole season, but with jump cuts. I think he shows the first couple games, jump cuts to the trade deadline, or if a big trade happens, then he jump cuts the playoffs. So I might have to do something similar to that because this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated here. I mean, we're only, I guess, 20 minutes into the video, but decline. Yeah, no, Matt Stone. Mark Stone. Matt Stone? I don't know which one it was. A second round pick. There we go. For next year's third and fourth and Wilson. I mean, as much as it would be nice to get another second round pick, I just don't think I can do it. A third and a fourth. Again, I don't want to give up ours. So, yeah, we'll see how long this goes and see what my editing does. But so far, we've fallen back down into the third playoff spot in the division. We're so streaky we can't. Christian Juice and Vitanen for a prospect of first and a third. Wow, it's a pretty good haul. But we can always count on beating up on the New York Knicks. But okay, I'm not gonna go too crazy here. Actually, guys, let's. Man, I spent so much time editing all these players and all these teams, but unfortunately, COVID hit and it kind of kicked everyone's butt. But we'll go to trade, just kind of get an idea of value we have on the team, and if there is anybody we want to be moving on, even though we're in a playoff spot. Draft picks, I mean, ours in Chicago looks like we're 2 pretty good teams plus 1 second round pick, so not ideal, I guess. Let's take a quick look at our. Oh, sorry, it's just there. So again, in terms of goalies, we have Barkley. We have Markstrom. How good where is Markstrom? He has 1 year left. I mean, do we really want to blow it up? Because then, you know, we have Tristan Jarry, but Charles Barkley is definitely progressing in the right direction. And then who do we have? Saros is still an 82 with Nbhl with a 79. So maybe we can move on from from Markstrom. Defensively, I mean, Larson, McCabe have value, but they also have value to us. We don't have a lot of defensemen in the system. Almost no defensemen in the system. So because we're not in sale mode, like we're doing pretty well. I think I'm going to hold on to these guys. I mean, most of them are locked up anyways. I'm not too worried about the mediocre assets we're going to get for those guys. In terms of forwards, once again, like I guess Sammy Blais here, but he's going to be an RFA. Cirelli, Hoffman, Duclair. We have money. I mean, obviously we have $20 million in cap space, so we have the money. I don't think we need to make any rash decisions right now. We didn't have those older players like we did in the last episode, trying to get rid of. I can't remember who. I think Mark Giordano we got rid of and whatnot. So I'm pretty content with what we are. We're hopeful. So let's just send right through. Let's see where we make it to, if we make it to the playoffs or not, and what the draft looks like. So let's try to get through as much as possible here in the next few minutes to see how far we get on this episode. So let's get right up to the 10th here, and give me 1 second. And I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, decline trade, please and thank you. All right, can we get another winning streak going? Last time we paused it and looked, we had a pretty good start after that. Still waiting to see how we do against the Houston Rockets, and we do not win. So first, a second, and Kevin Hayes for Eric Stahl and Williams. Why? I don't understand that trade. Brad Richardson, no, we'll let you go, buddy. Sorry about that. 4th and a 6th for my 5th. Nope. First in Furland for Soderberg, a 3rd and a 4th. I mean, in real life, Furland, there are people asking a first for Furland, so I don't really understand why he's going for first and Furland, but let's get back on the winning ways against the OKC Thunder. Oh my goodness, I think we're going to give Bardo with trades in the next couple days here. We do beat the Thunder. Can we finally beat the 76ers? We have not been lucky with them yet. We do. All right, things should go a little bit faster now that we're just going to go best lines here. But things should go a little bit faster now that we are out of the trade, but we're also dropping games left, right, and center. All right. Oh my goodness, everybody's just getting hurt. Everybody is just getting hurt. So we'll kind of take a look here. Let's just go best lines. Hopefully something happens, but oh man, we've lost at least 4 in a row. But we do beat. We have a couple wins there against Memphis and Milwaukee. We can also beat Charlotte. We lose. Obviously, that's not the Hurricanes. That is Damian Lillard's team. Jeez, why am I struggling? The Trailblazers. Headline, no. Head coach. All right, ratted off a couple wins there. I mean, 40 wins in a season is pretty good. Sitting at 88 points. Let's just go best lines here if we get to the playoffs. So 41. Can we beat the Clippers? We lose in overtime. I mean, thankfully we're getting lots of pity points. Pity points are doing well for us. What I should have done is continuous overtime in the setting, like hindsight 2020, just because in the NBA you don't have ties at all, or overtime wins or losses like pity points like this. I'd rather just have a general record. We are 43 and 39, but that is good enough to get us into the playoffs. So let's take a look back here. Let's see who led our team in points, and it is the Sheriff. 40 goals, 50 apples, up to a 90 overall. things you love to see. Remember last episode I was complaining that he was not the overall we wanted him to be, but 90 overall, fantastic. Wilt Chamberlain up to a 20. Sorry, he is up to an 88 overall with 47 goals, 32 assists. Sammy Blais looking, pretty good. Anthony Duclair's having an alright season. Some of these guys picked up their plus minus as the season went on. Not Sammy Blais though. So in terms of goaltending, we'll look at the AHL after. In terms of goaltending, we had Markstrom, who was our clear-cut number one, although Jari did have the better save percentage. In the AHL, UC Saros played pretty bad considering the fact he's an AHL goalie. And in terms of all skaters, do we have any standout players? No, Andreas Janssen, 64 points. Nothing fantastic. So I'm not really sure what's gonna look at the awards here, but let's see who we're gonna face in the first round. I can probably just see that's AHL. Looks like we're gonna play the Golden State Warriors, who have been pretty good against us all season. Unfortunately, we've had a rough go with them, but that is who we're gonna play. I mean, as you can see, the pity point here comes into a pretty big factor where we had 43 wins, they had 48. But game number one, we lose 6-2. Not the way you want to start the playoffs. Game number two is a 3-2 loss. Okay, Jonas Donskoy on our third or fourth line, depending on how the coach did the best line build, leading our team in points. Not what you want to see, but there we go. Wilt Chamberlain up to 6 points in 3 games, 2 points a game, as we come in overtime and beat the Golden State Warriors. Game number 4, we're looking to tie up the series here, and it does not happen. Wilt Chamberlain does get another point, but we might be too little, too late here, ladies and gentlemen. Donskoy's been injured, so I mean our best player up until a little while ago, but 11 points, so he had 4 points that game. Wilt Chamberlain, a playoff hero yet again. Unfortunately, we are out in the first round. Things you hate to see. Let's see who does win the Stanley Cup here. It is going to be... All right, let's keep going here. Who is going to win the Stanley Cup? My guess is... Let's go Houston. And it's the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, with the Stockton Heat taking the Calder Cup championship. But, all right, Milwaukee, good for you guys. An Eastern Conference team winning the championship. We cannot let that happen again. If we take a look here, Cleveland and Indiana, big winners in the draft lottery. Other than that, I mean, Dallas kind of gets the shaft a little bit, but nothing too crazy. 10-2, 4-1. I mean, you do see those quite often, unfortunately. Let's just head right into the draft. No point in delaying it. Let's just make sure we don't have any retired players. I mean, we're a young team, but when you do start a new franchise mode like this, it is kind of difficult to gauge where retirements are going to happen, but we look pretty good as long as no goalies retired. Fantastic. We'll take a look at everything come the offseason, but this episode we're going to finish off. We're just going to get the draft done, and then that's it. We're going to end the episode, and we'll post it. We'll kind of see what the reception is, and we'll go from there. So let's just head into the draft here. So we're in the 2021 draft. The Pacers, who are going to pick Zion Williamson, as long as he doesn't blow out his ACL again. Sim pick. He's a 78 overall, high elite. So honestly, we've seen better in drafts. Definitely seen better, especially Kobe's draft there. But let's just Sim to pick 22, and then we'll come back here and see what's going on. But there is a lot of elites here. So Ratty is another high elite. Palin's an 80 overall, medium elite. Same as Gripshkov. So yeah, a lot of elites so far. I mean, another 80 overall. So really, as long as you picked in the top 8, you're getting a medium elite minimum player. Larry Bird, high overall, but only a top 6. Eklund, 80 overall elite. Wow. Some good players going deep. Gary Payton ended up going early, unfortunately. Probably right where he was expected to go, but I would have liked to get him. Joker, we'll call him. Kia Nurse already went to. Lambeau, 65 overall, medium elite. Aaron Gordon went above us, right in front of us too. So he's only a top 9, but he did have a high overall. So, I mean, I did say we need to get some defense in the system. Daniel Chayka, I mean, I've seen him in previous series go pretty well. I've also seen him not progress at all, but I mean, I don't see a better option right now. I think he's a top 4 at like 62 overall. I can't quite remember. Top 4, 62 overall. So who do we miss out on here in the next pick? Robida is a top 9 overall, 66. So again, I'm not worried about a couple overall difference when he's a worse projection, but we'll head over to our next pick. Pan out of nowhere, 79 overall. Nothing, yeah. Okay, so no, we're not. It's not a great draft. Not a great draft. Let's see who comes up here. I mean, a high potential, so I mean, he's really not going to be good. When's our next pick? Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't want to keep looking for computer-generated players as much as that's kind of the point of the series. I saw a gem here somewhere. Let's see where he was. All right, Zachary Bulldog. Let's see if you are actually a medium elite. You are a top 6, but hey, can't complain. Beggars can't be choosers. We're going to send him to pick 74 here, 54 here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, Trae Young right there. Offensive defenseman, 75 overall. I mean, low elite. Low elites aren't great, but I don't think I made him a low elite, though. He must have dropped his potential a little bit. I don't think I made anybody low. Except, yeah. But what we're going to do here, as much as Brady Nichols is the right pick, I'm going to take Damian Lillard. Let's get another actual NBA player here. 76 overall in the second round. You can't complain about that. I do want to see where Nichols ended up, though. I want to know if he was actually a elite or player or not. Top 4. Nichols, no, he was a top 9. So good thing we didn't take him there. All right, round 3 pick. I think it was 22nd pick in the round. Cameron, why not? Can't think of a better reason not to take you. Why not? And you are a top 6D, but oh my goodness, I hope you make our team. I can't wait to say from why not. 3rd round pick for 2 fourths. You know what? It's not that good of a draft. We'll take that. So head to the 4th here. Ron Ranger, Sammy Latti, Giancarlo Shanton. Is there anybody like a confirmed medium? Not really. Byron Holtby, but you're later down. So let's just go back here by the census, and we will take let's make sure there's no gems or anything. There's not. Well, we need defensemen, so let's just kind of see 21 points, 23 minutes a game, those things you really like to see. So just purely based on you playing more minutes here, Ron, we're going to take you. I'm guessing you're going to be a low top 4, low top 6, things you hate to see. All right, we'll head to the just a couple picks later in the 4th round. And maybe I can still get, yeah, Shanton. Say we need D, so let's just make sure DeLuca's not going to be any better. No, we'll stick with the top-rated player. Right now, we're just trying to increase our prospect pool, medium 6. I mean, these are guys that are never going to do anything for us. 4th round pick for a later 4th and a 7th. No. As much as I don't think it really matters at this point. I don't need to be stockpiling 7th, so let's just make sure there's not a gem coming up. Nope. All right, central ranking. Let's see if there's any cool names here. McPherson, Finchar, we don't need a goalie. Colton Dock. Jeffrey Gray. Let's just go Jeffrey Gray, who I'm guessing is a medium 9. And he's a bottom 6. That's worse. Was that a grinder? Oh, power forward. That's okay. We'll take that. This one now, let's purely start looking at the best potentials in the game. Helmerson here is a 3-bar low elite, so I'm guessing low top 4. Yep. But what I was about to say, so let's go to the next pick here in the 6th. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to look for the best potential. You know what? We're just going to take Byron Holtby. He's right here. He looks pretty good. He is a medium 7th. Oh my goodness, I cannot be a worse GM right now. These picks are terrible. I thought this draft was a lot deeper. I remember saying this was a deep draft, but I don't know why I thought that. Mikhail Mogilny, obviously the right pick here at a bottom 6. So that is where the draft is ending, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I apologize for the delay. It's only been 140 days, but oh my goodness, the world has changed a lot in that 140 days. But since then, the Milwaukee Bucks have won the second Nbhl Stanley Cup, I guess we'll call it. But until the next episode, which will be coming out very shortly because I want to get this series wrapped up before NHL21 comes along, just want to say thank you. Leave a comment below. I don't know how many followers I'm still going to have. I'm going to have to rebuild some fan base here, but that is just the way she goes when you make mistakes like not recording for 140 days. So thank you for stopping by. If you have any comments or any ideas you want me to do in NHL21, let me know. I'm probably going to do a franchise mode right at the beginning. Nothing crazy, just going to do a normal franchise mode. But I would love to hear your ideas on what I could be doing next. So thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you guys in the next one.